Hello comrades, I am in Płock and it is the city where was born one of the most famous Polish revolutionary poet, Władysław Broniewski, and I will read you one of his most famous poem about the October Revolution. I will read you in Polish language, but maybe you will understand something. So, wali się front, wali się tron, to 17 rok. Czerwona łuna ze wszech stron rozjaśnia carski mrok. Już z aurory wystrzał padł, wybuchnął już październik, na pałacowym placu ślad przebiegającej czerni. Nie czerń to bracia robociarze, powstańcy bolszewicy, żołnierzy, chłopi, marynarze, czerwony krzyk ulicy. Już z aurory wystrzał padł, odegrzmiał pokoleniom, na całą Rosję, cały świat. Zwycięstwo, wolność, Lenin. So now I will make you a short presentation about the history of Poland in Middle Ages. So we are in Płock. Płock was one of the most famous city of the Mazovia region. And you have to remember, understand that in the Middle Ages the Poland was split in many petty countries, and Mazovia was one of the most important region, but it was not a part of the Kingdom of Poland. It was incorporated to Kingdom of Poland in 16th century, in I think 1525. And before 1525, Mazovia region was independent state, and sometimes this state have conflict with Kingdom of Poland. And this castle which you see, it is the castle of the rulers of the Płock, and it is important for history of Poland because it was the castle which was a place of one of the most famous ruler, not only of Mazovia region, but also all the Poland. His name is Bolesław Krzywousty. Bolesław Krzywousty, it is there is two explanation for this name. Krzywousty, maybe it is because he was a liar, or maybe he has scar about his face, and here is written that this Bolesław Krzywousty, he was born here in 20 of August 1085. So Bolesław Krzywousty is important for history of Poland for three things. First thing, the most important for people like me who studied history, is that he invited to Poland the guy from France, the priest from France. His name is Gal Anonim, and he worked for Bolesław Krzywousty, and he is the guy who wrote first history of Poland. Of course, this history which he wrote is a bullshit, because all this history, it is history of family of Bolesław Krzywousty, and there are a lot of legends there, but every student of history in Poland have to read this bullshit. So it is first thing important. The second thing important, it is that Bolesław Krzywousty, he make a lot of wars to incorporate to Poland the Western Pomerania. It's the place where is today Szczecin, and also maybe some of the lands which are in the west from Szczecin. Today it is the Germany. But the most important thing about Bolesław Krzywousty, that in the end of his ruling, he was very stupid guy, and he divided all his kingdom for his son. And when he died, the Poland started to be divided for many petty countries. And if you know the series Game of Thrones, you can it was very similar for Poland for 2 centuries, from 1138 to until 3020. It is the time when Poland was divided and there was no Polish king, because all these all these small duches make wars one of each other, and it was very cruel history. Okay, comrades, so as you see, is already evening and you can see many things, so I will show you something. So it is a Vistula river. It is the biggest river in Poland, and this river are going to Baltic Sea. And here where we are in the small mountain. I think that this is 40 or 50 meters high, so it is strategic region. Here you have this castle of the Bolesław Krzywousty, and here you have the river, Vistula river, which are very big here. It is the Vistula river here are much more bigger than in Warsaw, and that's so to finish this short history of Płock city, I can say that today this city is very important for Poland, because it is the city which is produced the Polish, it is the center of the Polish oil industry. There are big factory, Petrochemia Płock, which is named, and the people who lived here in Płock, they said that the air here is very ugly, that it's toxic, that people who live here every day they inhalate, they respire these things which came from the Petrochemia. And this so here is produced in Petrochemia all the petrol which you can find in Poland. So I would like to show you more things about Płock, but as you see, it's already evening, so maybe next time. I hope, comrades, that you see something. It is the molo in Vistula river in Płock. And here you can see there is this castle which I made lecture about.